Alright. So you're telling me that you could take a 12-ounce Barbasol can of shaving cream, you modify that, you put in holders for 12 samples of dinosaur DNA, coolant for it to keep it good for a half of a day. Plus, on top of that feat of science, you're putting shaving cream in there.
Of course.
Really? Like, I believe you could hatch raptors by hand. I believe you could feed T-Rexes goats. I believe you could dig through their doo-doo. I got that.
Yeah.
Fine. It's yours. I'm sold.
Yeah.
But you can't fit all that into one can.
It's like Tony Stark building a particle accelerator in his basement.
Hey.
Yeah.
Are you done with that? Do you see what's happening? Seth! Can we start the show? Welcome to another episode of The Nerd
And the Geek.
What episode are we on?
10.
Episode 10. We're going to be talking about the feature film debut of Kyle Rayner.
You said it again.
We're going to be talking about did I say it wrong?
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about the feature film debut of Kyle Rayner.
Ah, you're saying it wrong.
I went to the movie theater.
I know.
Sat down.
I was there.
Next to you.
Yeah.
Watched Kyle Rayner on screen
No.
do Kyle Rayner stuff.
It's Hal Jordan.
That was Hal Jordan.
Yeah. It was Hal Jordan. I promise you.
Agree to disagree. What we did see was Green Lantern finally came to the big screen. Cinemas. Yeah. We went there opening night. Beforehand, took a look online a bit. I was getting some pretty poor reviews. Some pretty gosh darn awful reviews.
People were being mean.
But the film did come out.
Yeah.
We went to it. What did you feel about it?
I liked it. I'm kind of a sucker for the origin story, but I liked it for the most part. Really, anytime he was on Earth, didn't really believe it. It didn't feel very super-y, and I think they kind of did that on purpose. It was just supposed to, hey, this is special. Hey, this isn't so special. It just felt like a roller coaster ride. But for the most part, I enjoyed the movie. Definitely some cool moments. I feel like Ryan kind of had he was a little lackluster in comparison to a lot of the other people that were acting with him. Really, my biggest problem was just me being a fanboy. Actually, the problem that basically I was just upset because characters took different turns than what they took in the comic books, and yeah, that's just me being a little snooty pants because it's like, oh, it's not how I want it to be, but whatever, you know, it was a good flick for the most part. Okay, I don't know, how about you?
Yeah, so we went to the movie in a pretty decent sized mass, and we came out and no one really had a consensus. There was a kid that said he hated it and that he fell asleep during it. We had a kid that came out, I loved it!
Yeah.
It was amazing! Kids, I'd say the majority, kind of in the middle, like didn't know exactly how to feel about it.
It actually left such a bad taste in my mouth. I went and saw it again because I wanted to make sure that it was actually bad, because it was mixed. It was a heavy night. You know what I mean? We were excited for this movie. We had a lot going into this. So
I didn't feel so bad after I saw it. But one thing I do have a little gripe about. After I went home, didn't know where exactly I felt on it. Something I don't normally ever do is go to like review sites, stuff like that. I went to the little website, RottenTomatoes.com, and when you type in Green Lantern, this page pops up. First thing you see, about 70% of the screen You see this big meter filled up about this much, 23%. The movie got 23%. That's out of 100. It's not very good.
No.
You're flunking that class.
Yep.
Pass flunking it.
Badly.
F minus. Okay, so you get that. You look to the right. You get this little text box. No big image. Nothing like that. You get this little text box that says 72% of the audience like the movie. 72% of the audience like the movie. 23% on the tomato meter. Apparently, we're too dumb to watch a movie, say if we like it or not, and then for that to actually matter. It's just weird. If anyone knows how Rotten Tomatoes works and how that works, how everyone's smarter than us, tell me, please. So back to how I felt about the movie. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I felt pretty good about it.
Will you buy it on DVD?
Yes.
Okay.
It says Green Lantern on it. It's gonna have specials in it.
Yeah.
That's no brainer. If something says Green Lantern, Power of the Purple Pumpkins, sold.
Okay.
That has one of these on it. Either way. Can I get my review?
Yeah.
A little bit of a... Okay.
Get excited.
So I didn't feel bad about the movie. I liked it. The first 30, 40 minutes or so, not great. What kind of, it gets it off to a bad tone. When I think about it again, I don't hate it, but it's just poorly written. There's no exceptional acting in it in the beginning, because you get these things that are written mediocrely, written like nothing outstanding is said, nothing outstanding is trying to be gleaned through, and then the acting just lives up to that. That's it. You get to where you're outer space, you get the superpowers, you get that kind of stuff. The constructs look amazing. It's by far the shining point of this movie is how cool they work, how cool they interact. They just work really well. I like it. Even though I hate parallax, I really like when he takes things in when he touches them when he's going through. I like a lot of the special effects in movies. Yeah, but I like the effects.
You just said I hate parallax, so I wanted to make sure that I like.
Yeah, talk about the movie review. I hate parallax, but I really like the effects of the movie. They spent a whole bunch more money after we saw the first horrible trailer, and it shows. Except for some of the flying scenes where he's stuck in a pose like this and doesn't move an inch.
Yeah.
Still looks good. Like when you can see the suit, debatable, but when you see the first close up and he's touching it and it looks so real.
Like synthetic skin.
Yeah. It's really cool. The effects are well done.
The chest piece, literally is on fire, which is really cool. That was my favorite part of the suit. The mask.
He likes the toes.
The toes bothered me. Whatever. Anyway.
You can see his belly button, and you're worried about some pinky toes?
Not just his pinky toes. You can see all his toes. Just didn't look like he was wearing shoes.
Maybe you don't have to when you're
a Green Lantern.
Force Green Lantern.
I guess.
The willpower is the Force. It's siphoned into Oa from everywhere in the universe. And now it makes sense seeing all those green beams coming out of Oa all the time. So yeah, like Seth said, if you like the books, if you know that stuff, you're gonna have a less than favorable experience with this movie. It's much more suited to new people, stuff like that. Me knowing everything, Seth knowing everything, we still like the movie. There's really cool parts to it.
It just didn't take the direction we wanted it to, I guess. At least
I don't really care. He's more in that boat. I'm more of, hey, the writing was horrible. Kind of hurts a film a bit when things don't feel natural and stuff like that. Moving on, we had some performances that were really good. Your shining star of the movie.
Mark Strong did a really good job playing Sinestro, even though he was only in the movie for about 8 minutes, probably, maybe 9 at the most.
We'll do a count out.
Well, maybe. Sure.
Count the seconds. I'll take a notebook next time I see it and mark.
Yeah.
Seconds.
Yeah. But he was cool for what he played the part well. Just creepy dude. I liked his scar. Did you notice he had a scar all across his face? It was kind of cool.
Give him a bit of character.
It did give him a little bit of character.
Next, my favorite by far. Sorry, I gotta look because I don't know actors' names because I'm a horrible. Peter Sarsgaard. He played Hector Hammond in this, who really, to me, had one of the most complete character arcs, beginning, middle, end. He starts off really eccentric, really oddball, weird.
Just an out there guy.
Yeah, like you're not too sure about what to think about him, stuff like that.
Question his sexuality.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you see this transformation into like evil genius, to insecure lackey. It's just, and he plays every part so well. Like I believe it, and you feel his hatred towards everyone that thinks he's a weirdo and stuff like that. And then through the whole thing, what shines through is that he just wants to be something that he's not. Totally. And the movie just shows you how wrong that is.
That was kind of cool, though. I liked that they kind of showed that dynamic between him and Hal. They like became what they were gonna be, like for the rest of the movie at the same times and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
Next, we had Blake Lively, who was really good at looking cute. That's what she brought to this film. Correct?
Nothing more than that.
No. I didn't hate her as much as it sounds like some people do. I thought she did decent with the role.
She was just supposed to be there, be cute.
But it was kind of like a episode 3 Natalie Portman thing, where if you have bad writing in front of you, no amount of cuteness and acting could fix it.
Yeah.
So that's just how I felt. Anything else here?
I think bottom line, I want to see more. Like, I totally don't think, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to see more. I want to see where these characters go. I'm just very curious to see where they're going to take it, because it's pretty far away from source material.
Yeah.
It kind of got back on track at the end after the credits.
You see where, like, all the puzzles fit in the same place. It's just what the puzzle pieces actually are is so messed up. Because the beginning and the end, you could debate, are what you need. What you need to have the story go where it needs to go. So we've got that. It's supposed to run for 2 more movies. We'll see with all these bad reviews and everything. How it's
again, with 70-some people liking it and making plenty of money and actors willing to do it, I can see another one happening. And I'm okay with that. I want to see more.
Yeah,
I really
definitely. We missed one big point. The voice actors in this movie, other than, of course, we already talked about Mark. We had big old Michael Clark Duncan as Kilowog, who did a really great job. Again, he didn't have much screen time, but with what he had, he did. He put a lot of character into that big bulldog.
A lot of love, man. A lot of love.
And then
Jeffrey Rush by Tomari, which I don't know that much about the character, but
they did some stuff with him, but I don't.
Cool.
They made it. Basically, they set up like the buddy cop 3 trio that hopefully we'll see more of them running around.
And I like the fact that he narrated it. He's got a good voice.
He's got a great voice.
He did the opening monologue, then he was in the middle for the training, and then he did the final monologue at the end. So that was pretty cool. Little nerd
trivia fact that he told me. We had, of course, Abin Sur in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Played by.
I don't know.
Just say.
Oh, it's the guy who played Django Fett.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
And he did okay for what little he was on it. Like,
yeah,
wasn't it?
He did. I really liked him. I liked. You sit down in this movie about 20 seconds in, you're in action.
It's true. A giant space fight.
It's really cool. So yeah, I say go out and see it.
Check it out. Don't wait for DVD. Seriously, it's fun.
Sunday matinee, like $6, something like that.
And I've heard it's even awesome in 3D. Neither of us have seen it in 3D, and I've heard all the stuff that, like the space stuff, the training is really sweet in 3D. So
who knows?
Yeah, go check it out.
You guys, as always, talk to us.
Comments.
We won't go on more than that.
To hear you.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, do that. We'll talk to you again soon, and you might see a few gems be popping up of Little Expedition.